That when you are desperate and restless, you can go directly to God. It is important to understand that what worked for somebody is not the same way God is going to do for your issue. It is important to understand that when you ask God to give you an answer, you cannot put yourself in a place where you're expecting him to do it only this way. There are some people that they will ask God for a baby, and they get pregnant. And when they get pregnant, they pray to God that they want to deliver naturally. And when doctors tell them that, you cannot deliver naturally, they had an issue. You can ask God for a gift and tell him how he should deliver it. As long as the gift will get to you, that's fine. He's the one that knows the means to get you the gift. If you are asking for a blessing, it might come from a woman. It might come from a man. It might come from someone that you never expected. But because you asked, he touched the heart of one who is available to do his will, so that his will be done on earth, so that his name will be glorified, and the testimony can be given. It is important to understand this. Do go with an expectation, but do not get yourself in a bind. Another thing I need to tell you, that do not copy what people do. If God is speaking to you, don't say, Mr. A did it this way, so I'm going to do it this way. Do exactly what God is telling you to do. I want to give you some few points because I'm about to close. The woman with the issue of blood, she was called by her problem. But I'm telling you, by the time that she gets back to her community, everybody will know her name. Her story has changed. God has given her a new name. Now Jesus called her my daughter. The woman was desperate because of her condition. She tried all human remedies. She went to the doctors. She spent all she had. She heard of Jesus. She believed in what she heard about Jesus, and her capacity for her faith was large. She determined to touch the hem of Jesus' garment. She had an unbelievable faith with an expectation of a true saint. She was not copying anyone. She just decided that she will only touch the hem of his garment. Listen to me. She planned her procedure, how she's going to do it, and she executed. She did not sit there for Jesus to come touch her. She went and touched the hem of Jesus. She was not looking for Jesus to reach out to her. She went and reached out to Jesus. She was desperate for an answer. So she did everything possibly humanly can do. And God did the impossible. Because humanly, doctors could not stop the blood. But physically, she was able to reach out. So she did her part. And Jesus did the impossible. Maybe you are in a situation where you are waiting for Jesus to reach out to you. Maybe you are in a situation that you are waiting for your pastor to tell you to do this. Maybe you are in a situation where you want your pastor to say one thing, But I'm here to tell you, ask yourself a question: what can you do in this situation? Whatever you can do in the situation, do. And have your faith in the power of God. Because He is Him that has the power to change impossible to become possible. Hear me out. She planned her procedure. She did put in an effort in planning of how she is going to touch Jesus' garment. She exercised her faith to the fullest capacity. She believed for an answer. She knew it without even touching. That if she could only touch, the answer is guaranteed. Instantly, she was healed. She knew when she was healed. Nobody told her that she was healed. Let me tell you something. As I say a lot, I don't need no one to convince me that my God liveth. I don't need no one to convince me that I serve the living God. I have seen enough of His power. I've seen enough of His miracles. I've seen enough of His wonders. I've seen enough of everything God does. I have seen His handwriting in the scars. I've seen it in the flowers, in the plants. I've seen it in the fruits. I've seen it in the sea. I've seen that since He created fish, He has never created another fish. Since He created an apple, He has never created another apple. He is wondrous God. He is more powerful God. And I don't need no one to tell me that God is wonderful. The woman with the issue of blood knew exactly when she was healed. She knew. I want to close. Are you waiting for Jesus to touch you? Or are you ready to touch Jesus? Are you waiting for Jesus to tell you to do what is good and His will, whilst you know His will? Are you waiting to stop gossiping because you want to have a dream where you are in damnation, whilst you know that it's not good to gossip? Listen to me, people of God. Do the will of God, and He will do the impossible for you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless you. In Jesus' marvelous name. Amen.